All right, so this is the Nitpick movie review. Um, so if you don't want to be spoiled, click off the video, watch the movie, and waste your time and come back because the movie is pretty much a waste of time. But this is my Nitpick review, so let's go. All right, so Aquaman: The Lost the Kingdom is out in theaters, and overall, the movie sucks. It sucks really bad. I'm gonna just jump right into it. So this is going to contain a lot of little spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, again, just give me a warning. But the movie sucked. Um, Issues is the movie's plot. Now you can tell this movie had a lot of reshoots because the movie doesn't know what it wants to be. First, it starts out as Black Manta wanting revenge on Aquaman. Then it goes to global warming type shit. Something wrong with the atmosphere, the Earth's atmosphere. Then it goes to the Black Manta being possessed by the Lost Kingdom guy with the who had the Black Triton or whatever. So the movie is very choppy and sloppy. Um, I didn't, and it's like you really don't get what's going on. Like they attack Atlantis and they don't and steal their resources for I don't even know what reason. Maybe because it just didn't catch my attention, but I'm still wondering why Black Manta and his gang attacked and stole Aquaman's resources when he was already powerful. I don't really understand that. Um, but basically, it's Black Manta trying to get his powers back, and he finds this black Triton, and he gets possessed by it. And it gets really choppy and sloppy. The other thing I had issues with was Aquaman's suit. Now I know we didn't see this suit in the first movie, um, but it looks really corny on him. He looks really silly. Um, it's definitely not the same Aquaman from the Snyder Cut. This Aquaman is weak. Mera has to save him constantly. It's very they really emasculated him in this movie. He's not the strong Aquaman like he was in the Snyder Cut. Um, I would say he was even a better Aquaman in the Josh Whedon version of Justice League. Honestly, um, they just made him look. They dumbed him down. They dumbed his character down. He's not the strong masculine guy like he was in the Snyder Cut. Another problem I had was the CGI. This movie is really CGI heavy. Um, and it's the same shit you see all over again. It's the same shit. And it gets tiresome, you know. It wasn't too bad, but it's just like once you get used to it, it's just the same superhero type CGI. Some places it looked good, some places it looked bad. Um, James Wan really fumbled the ball with this one. They threw in a lot of corny jokes, did a lot of corny things like the baby pissing on him and stuff like that. That was pretty much out of Thor: Love and Thunder. Um, Another problem I had with this, Amber Heard. You know, she's in this movie a lot, and I can't really forgive her for what she did to my man Johnny Depp. You know what I'm saying? Um, she's in this movie a lot. She shouldn't have been in this movie at all, but it is what it is. So I'm just letting you guys know she's in the movie a lot, and she saves Aquaman a lot. All right. One scene I didn't get with her is she gets wounded in the first battle, and then like a day later she just appears, or a day too late she just appears. So it's really weird. To save Aquaman, of course. Um, it's just the same shit, and it doesn't work, man. It doesn't work. It's for a minute I thought I was watching a Marvel movie. So I'll give DC credit. They did get the Marvel formula correct, but the problem is people are tired of seeing that. They're tired of it. Um, Part one was very, I would say Aquaman. The first one was more dark. Um, it wasn't so. It was a balance of CGI, but the first one was way better than this one. They really dumbed down Jason Momoa's character. Um, and people was walking out. People was actually walking out of this movie. I actually walked out like for the last. I didn't stay. I think once they got to the Lost Kingdom, I just had enough. Because it was predictable at that point. Um, the baby didn't really play a part. Didn't make or break the movie. There was one scene that I liked. I'll say that it was when the baby was talking to the fish, because it reminded me of the first one when Aquaman, when he was young, he was talking to the sharks and stuff. So that's the only really scene that I liked, was the baby talking to the goldfish. Other than that, the movie sucks ass. Choppy, sloppy, doesn't know what it wants to do. Too much CGI. The third act had too much shit going on. You had Black Manta as a villain. Then he gets defeated. Then his brother turns into a villain because he get possessed by the Triton. And then you had the actual Lost the Kingdom God trying to come back to life. And he really doesn't do anything. Like the movie's just silly and jokey. I even heard that Jason Momoa says Tony Stark's famous "I am Iron Man." He says "I am Aquaman" or some shit like that. I didn't even stay for that because I was just tired of the movie. These movies are not good, man, and it does not work. This formula doesn't work because it's old and people are tired of it. And it just doesn't work for DC. It does not work. DC was in better hands when Snyder was in charge. As soon as Snyder left, everything went downhill. As soon as James Gunn said he was taking over, everything else went further downhill. Everything that came out this year was James Gunn. Why? Because he's the head of DC and he had a lot to do with what was going out. So, his Superman legacy is a fucking joke. It sounds like a fucking joke. Now I can't. It may be good, you know what I'm saying, but it sounds like it's a fucking joke with putting all those characters in there. I think the superhero fatigue. I think it's over with, man. We need to move on, and I think they should just keep their dark tone. They need to get Zack Snyder back and Deborah Snyder and Christopher Nolan back, and get this shit popping again. Because right now, it's not going good. It doesn't look good. Matt Reeves' Batman sucked. Everything sucked after Christopher Nolan and Zack Snyder left. So I would say, you guys, bother Netflix. Restore the Snyderverse. Sell Snyderverse to Netflix. Something's got to be done about this shit. Because I'm not going to keep going to these DC movies. I'll do it for the channel, but this movie is a fucking waste of time. If you want to waste time of your life and just give away 2 hours, go and see this movie. But maybe it's me, maybe because I'm getting older or what, but a lot of the top YouTubers are saying the same thing. This movie is a fucking joke, and there's a reason why they didn't promote it. Overall, the movie sucked, and I don't know what else to say. I don't have anything else to say about it. Wait for it to come on streaming, but send a strong message to James Gunn and Peter Safran. Restore the fucking Snyderverse, or sell the Snyderverse to Netflix, because the shit that they doing, it's just not working. It does not work. Do I see this movie doing $1 billion? If everybody's like retarded, they will go out and spend money on this movie, but I don't see this movie making $1 billion like the first one did. The first one is a better movie, and this movie overall sucked. But that's pretty much my review. Like I said, don't let my opinion influence you. I'm just trying to save time in your life, because to me, this movie is a fucking waste of 2 hours of your life. So like, share, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.